Hi guys, it's Chris and Tom here from the Zombie Box Project. Today we're talking about FIFA 12 Ultimate Team. Now I know you're quite big on this, so do you want to give us a little bit of a heads up about what it is?
Well, I'm sure you've all heard of a popular trading card game. Probably not really for an adult audience, but it's a trading card game called Match Attacks. It's trading cards of players, of like real life football players.
So it's like football Pokemon?
Pretty much.
I suppose the main difference would be that you actually use the cards you collect in proper FIFA format.
Well, I suppose that's the main drive behind putting all of your favourite players together in your Ultimate Team.
It is quite cool. It does seem like a new perspective on the trading card game style of play. And with that, we'll move on to the pros. Okay, Tom, so you're quite big on the whole FIFA thing. I mean, you've been playing it quite avidly for the last few months. This has been taking up quite a lot of your playtime. So can you tell me, what's so addictive about Ultimate Team?
Well, like most of your sort of enthralling RPGs like Skyrim or some of the classic Final Fantasies, there's a large sense of progression in Ultimate Team.
So you level up and get new equipment?
Well, similar actually in the getting of new cards. I mean, you have to put some serious effort into getting new players, so it's the equivalent of grinding in like a massively multiplayer online RPG.
Okay, so how do you go about getting these other players then?
Well, you can earn the currency in the game in a variety of ways. Probably the most obvious one would be completing matches with your Ultimate Team.
Okay.
So, obviously, if you win the match, you'd get more money than if you'd just lost, but you still get money either way. The game is quite forgiving in a way, but...
It doesn't doom you if you lose a match?
No, it doesn't. So, say, like, you get 500 coins for winning on a sort of basic offline match. You'd probably get 300 for losing.
And how much would 300 coins get you?
Well, it depends on the markets, really. I mean...
I've seen this. It's quite a large, complicated stock market build, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, the main things you're looking for in players, like the expensive ones, would be ones who are fast and ones who are famous.
Okay.
So, say you wanted some incredible Polish player.
Speaking of Polish, I've noticed you seem to collect only Polish players.
Yeah, well, that's...
Is there a collection motive? Do people pick certain teams and certain clubs and try to finish them off?
Well, yeah, there is. I mean, if you've got enough money left over from various matches and various big sales, then...
So if you've got enough money, you can build your own ultimate Polish team in
yes,
your case?
in your spare time, yes.
Okay. So yeah, you were saying about how much the coins were worth.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on the player. I mean, you get 3 levels of players, like 3 main levels.
Yeah.
Bronze, silver, and gold.
Okay.
Now, bronze players in some situations can go for as much as a gold player. So, say you compare Crouch, a very underappreciated player in my...
The lanky man.
Yeah, in my opinion.
The lanky robot man.
He will not go for as much as a really fast bronze player.
Okay.
It's quite odd. On different consoles, there are different priorities.
What kind of really fast bronze player? Can you give us an example?
There's a guy called Antonio, plays for Leicester City, I think. He is very quick. One of the... probably faster than most in the Premier League.
Why do fast players take priority?
Well...
If he's fast but only trips over the ball, I mean, that can't be very useful in a team.
Well, I'm afraid that's not really the rules in FIFA.
Oh, okay.
If you go up against a slow defender with someone who's got almost double their pace, the goal is open. I mean, it just takes a bit of calmness to finish it.
So it's more of an exploit than anything else.
Yeah, you could say that, but there are enough fast players to go around. You get your Walcotts and your...
Yeah, but how much does Walcott go for?
Oh, I'd say you go for about 30,000.
30,000. Just out of interest, how many gold packs? How many cards do you get in a pack?
You get about 12, I think, but not all of them will be players.
12 cards. Okay, 12 cards, including like power-ups and stuff.
Yeah.
Theo Walcott costs 30,000. How much does a gold pack cost?
Gold pack would cost, well, if you get a rare gold pack, which is what you're more like to get Walcott on, 7,500, I think.
7,500. Wow, that's quite a considerable increase. I mean, we all know what the biggest, most expensive player is going to be. Would you like to elaborate on this?
Lionel Messi by quite a long shot.
How much is he worth?
$1 million if you're feeling generous.
So he's like an ultra rare online weapon, basically.
Yeah, I mean, there was a recent thing that the markets were doing earlier where they said that in one of the gold packs in the next month or whatever, there was going to be an in-form Lionel Messi, which is basically an insta-win.
An insta win. What do you mean, an insta win? You said yourself, if you did get Lionel Messi in a pack, you wouldn't use him because the upkeep would be too much. So you just sell him on a forum? Or...
Yeah, I'd sell him. I'm not too keen on gold players. I mean, I'm not the best at. What?
Nothing. It seems like in a trading card game, you'd rather have a shiny Charizard than a Machop.
Well, it's difficult because I mean I play quite a low profit thing. I mean my internet connections are not great, so the online matches, the competitive online ones, are where you're gonna get the most money. I have to play online most of the time because my connection isn't good enough.
Yeah.
So I generally stick with bronze teams. Like I said, I've got my shiny Polish team. It's got very low upkeep, but I can still use them. They're quite fun to play as. So I mean, if I took Messi, I wouldn't be able to like use him very much because the gold contract I'd have to earn with my Polish team, and Lionel Messi wouldn't even fit in my Polish team.
Okay, that's quite cool. That's quite interesting. And I think with that, we can move quite steadily onto the cons. Okay, so despite the fact this game is immensely popular and quite addictive, there must be some issues with it. I think one thing I spotted in the design, which was a mistake, was the inclusion of prepaid cash.
Yeah, you can spend real money on a separate type of currency.
What's that called?
FIFA points.
FIFA points. And what sort of things does FIFA points get you?
Pretty much everything normal coins can get you. It's like spending.
At extra cheap prices.
Yeah, actually. Say a pack would cost, like a gold pack would cost 100 FIFA points instead of 7,000.
Let's try to put that in like a perspective for the audience. I mean, how much would like 100 FIFA points cost? How do you buy FIFA points?
You go on the website.
Clearly, but like in sets of what?
And
for how much?
It comes in like you can spend from anything from £50 to £1 on it, I think.
And how much is £1 worth of FIFA points?
Pretty sure £1 gets you about 300.
300, so that's about 3 gold packs.
Yeah.
So it's cheaper than Pokemon cards, but all they have done is created an extra way to make money out of an already paid for game.
Yeah, I mean they are trying to get you to like gamble on those Messi packs and like spend lots of real money trying to get your Messi or your Ronaldo, that sort of thing.
Interesting. I mean, can you return them? Can you turn them back into real cash, or is it non-refundable?
I've never done it before, but I'm assuming that it's non-refundable.
But I imagine there are places on the internet where you could sell cards for actual money if you wanted.
I mean, I've seen forums going where you can sell Messi for real money. There's a trading system in the game where you can trade players for cards. So
with direct trading, they can basically set up a link.
Yeah.
So imagine it's quite serious business, isn't it then?
Yeah, I mean, you could probably get a serious amount of money for it.
Wow, that's quite. There's a payback basically.
Well, yeah, if you're good and if you're lucky.
Very lucky. I mean, how many do you think there are, like, in circulation, Messi cards?
Oh, I don't know. Probably double figures.
Double figures in the world?
Yeah, in the world, I mean, yeah.
Well, okay, that's quite impressive, but at the same time, I could see making kids spend all their money on virtual trading cards isn't exactly morally righteous.
Yeah, I know. I mean, with the sort of effort you have to put into the game, it does... I have considered it every now and then putting some real money towards it.
Yeah.
But I've managed to resist with the thought that it is just a game, and I already did spend quite a lot of money on buying it.
That is a good way to look at it. And I think with that, we're going to move on to the verdict. And now, audience, a great power arises once again. Risen from the ashes of Babylon, I give you the Ausometer. Now, Ausometer, do not smite me. Instead, give me your verdict. FIFA 12 Ultimate Team is on the verge of awesome. Well said, Ausometer. Well said. FIFA 12 is a pretty well designed online card game. It's something new, which is what makes it good. I think the main problem being the online currency.
Yeah, I mean, you get some players who are really not very good at Ultimate Team, but because they've spent 40 quid on it, have a team that's far better than some really pro players.
Yeah, which is always a clear problem with online gaming. And with that, I will leave you. We'll see you again on Thursday for Jack and Ollie's Minecraft Saga. Thanks for watching, guys.